Okay, so I'm breaking down the stages of how a prophet is born, how they're birthed, how they're processed, how they're nurtured, how they're cultivated. I have one video where I went over it all at once, but I want to break up every stage. So there's a previous one that talks about the birthing, and this is going to be stage 2, which I kind of touched on a little bit on the last video, but stage 2 and stage 3. Okay, so stage 2 is the processing begins with nurture and weaning. Before public ministry comes private formation. Patterns, boundaries, and early devotions teach the heart to prefer God. The weaning season separates dependence on people from dependence on the Lord. It is a period of patience, home altars, and small obediences that prepare the prophet for long obedience in the same direction. Parents, pastors, and communities play a role in the early shaping, ensuring that zeal is matched by wisdom. Okay, so this is where you are still drinking milk, but you have somebody to rely on. Okay, and this is where it's really important. All stages are important, but this is where it's really important that prophets have somebody that is overseeing them, that they're accountable to, because unfortunately right now we have a lot of prophets that have a lot of zeal, a lot of passion, but they don't understand the etiquette, they don't understand the protocols, they don't understand how to move in the prophetic in decency. When you start to slowly develop patterns, and you start understanding that you have to go in deeper with the Lord. Okay, so you drank milk, you were birthed out, you drank milk, you're weaning, and you're being processed. Okay, stage 3 is the serving, accountability, and mentoring stage. So serving, being accountable, being mentored and taught, the character building. Okay, so 1 Samuel 2:11 says Elkanah went home to Ramah. The boy stayed and served God in the company of Eli the priest. Prophetic authority grows best under authority. The young prophet learns to serve in a house of God, to be corrected, and to love hiddenness. In the shadow of seasoned leaders, character is refined. Accountability prevents isolation, and service cultivates humility. Prophetic gifting without submission breeds presumption with mentorship. It matures into trustworthy leadership that builds the church rather than merely impressing it. Transitioning from nurturing to necessary discomfort. After weaning and early service comes holy disruption. Garments change, responsibilities intensify, and uncomfortable assignments test allegiance to God above human approval. Okay, so let me break this down to you. So, this is the part where the Lord is taking care of your heart posture. He's developing you and is giving you the opportunity to work behind the scenes. He wants to make sure that you are going to serve him with a humble heart, that you are not going to misguide, that you're not going to abuse anybody. Okay, because prophets are also called to take care of the body of Christ. They're called also to shepherd, but they're not shepherds. Okay, so we need to understand that prophets are also called to take care and protect the body of Christ. So this is where you start serving inside the church, not necessarily in a leadership role, but maybe you're an usher, maybe you're working in the children's department. This is the part where you don't have a public platform, but the Lord again is aligning you and is removing things from you that are not going to serve you in the next season, for when you do have a mic, when you have more influence, when you're given the opportunity to share what the Lord is sharing with you. Again, this is stage number 3, when you're serving and you're showing accountability and you're having somebody that's overseeing you, mentoring you. Okay, so you have to be accountable to someone. Is plucking out and removing the things inside of your character that don't serve you to serve him. So this is where you start having encounters with other people. You start bumping heads. You guys have different ways of doing things. Maybe the Lord is dealing with you in an area of patience, and he's using the people around you inside the local church to prune you and pluck you and to refine you. Okay, so this is where again you basically learn to be quiet. You learn to not move in your emotions and your feelings. You learn to pray about things. You learn how to serve the Lord with a spirit of excellence. Okay, you're cultivating your character. Okay, and then you start transitioning slowly to something where you have more responsibility.